morning and welcome to a new episode of our program, The Daily Debate. It's Wednesday evening. I'm Yasmin Bakir. Tonight we're going to be shedding further light on Egypt upgrading its transportation and metro networks. And of course, this is in light of a deal that has been signed or approved by President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and the European Investment Bank to renovate and upgrade the current lines of the metro station. And of course, this is in light of further developing this transportation system in Egypt to be linked to the new cities, including the new administrative capital. And as millions of Egyptians rely and depend on daily basis using the metro lines as their main mean of transportation. Now, what does renovating the transportation system, particularly the metro station, mean to Egypt? It will be reducing the time or the hours that is they're going to be wasting on their daily basis to get to and from their destinations. And we're talking about at least 2 to 3 hours if it's not in a congestion or the jammed high peak hours. What does renovating the current transportation system or the metro stations mean, and much more? We will be shedding that with our guest. My dear guest in this evening, Engineer Haytham Al-Qafrawi, Teaching Assistant of Structure Analysis. Thank you very much once again for coming in our program. And if you would allow me, first we need to go out to this report and to explain to the viewers exactly what does approving the deal of the innovations of the metro stations, and that deal is signed with the European Investment Bank. That's what we're going to find out in the upcoming report.
Under the leadership of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi, success stories all over Egypt.
مصر في انتظار المزيد من العمل والإنتاج.
New Suez Canal. Developing Sinai. Building on our strength.
القوات المسلحة مسؤولة عن الأمن القومي لمصر.
Building new cities. New social housing projects.
احنا بنعمل أمر التاريخ هيتوقف قدامه كتير.
Developing slum areas. Regaining Egypt's leading role, regionally and internationally. Supporting women empowerment. Engaging the youth.
قيام رئاسة الجمهورية بالتنسيق مع جميع أجهزة الدولة نحو عقد مؤتمر شهري للشباب.
Supporting national industries.
احنا بنتكلم كلام بجد عشان نبني بلد.
Upgrading infrastructure.
الغاز اللي احنا محتاجينه هيتم تدبيره من عندنا هنا من مصر.
President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi issued a presidential decree approving an agreement between Egypt and the European Investment Bank on developing the first line of Cairo Metro. Inaugurated in 1987, Marg Helwan line is considered the first metro line in the Egyptian subway system. Under the agreement, the bank will lend Egypt 350 million euros to develop the carriages of the first time. The agreement was inked in December of 2018. In the Gazette out last Thursday. It's worth mentioning that a $205 million or 238 million pounds deal in 2018 has been inked between the Egyptian government and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development to renovate the oldest line of Cairo's metro system. The government is keen to upgrade the transport system, citing the efforts exerted to develop the subway system, given that millions of commuters scooters are using it across Cairo. The renovation project aims to restructure the railway infrastructure of the first line, railway tracks, and renovating the stations. It also includes developing lighting, electromechanically communication, and central control systems. The development works of the first line is divided into two phases. As per the agreement, the first phase will cost $751 million or 205 million pounds from the bank and 350 million $8 will be funded locally, while the second phase of the renovation includes purchasing mobile units at a cost of $650 million. First launched in 1987, Cairo's metro, which operates throughout the capital and surrounding areas and runs both above and below ground at a top speed of 80 kilometers an hour, is one of the country's fastest means of transportation.